Good morning, students. This video is for class 4 maths, and today we will start with a new topic, that is equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction from the chapter fraction. So, what do you mean by equivalent fraction? Equivalent fraction means fractions which have same value. Maybe the digit will be different, maybe the number will look different, but the value of that will be same. Now, for example, let us see. Suppose this is half, 1 by 2, half. Now, if I say out of 2, there are 2 chocolates, you have eaten 1. That means half you have eaten. So, out of 4, what will be the half? 2. Out of 6, 3. Out of 8, 4. So these are all, the number looks different, the digit looks different, but the value is same. Value is same for all. So this is known as equivalent fraction. So suppose I tell you one fraction, suppose 3 by 6. You have to make equivalent fraction of this. What will be? Multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number. If you multiply by 2, 12, 6. Then you have 9, 15, 18. Then you have 12, 24. So these are all equivalent fractions. They are same. So remember, to make equivalent fraction, you have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number. And if you want to divide, you have to divide by the same number. So the rule of fraction says, if you are multiplying, if you are increasing, if you are making a fraction bigger than the given fraction, you have to multiply. And if you are making a fraction smaller than the given fraction, you have to divide. But remember, if you multiply, you have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number. And if you divide, you have to divide both the numerator and the denominator by the same number. So this is your equivalent fraction. Now, let us start with the exercise. Exercise 8.3. Question number 1. In exercise 8.3, they have said, question number 1, find an equivalent fraction for each of the following by multiplication. So you have to write any equivalent fraction. So I have told you before few minutes that if you want to make a fraction equivalent, you have to either multiply or divide. If you are multiplying, you have to multiply by the same number. If you are dividing, you have to divide by the same number. So if you say that suppose question number 1a, 2 by 3. This is the question. Now you have to make an equivalent fraction. So 2 by 3 multiplied by any number. Let us take 5 up also, you have to multiply by 5. So equivalent fraction is 10 by 15. Now suppose if you want to make any other. So I write the question again, 2 by 3 multiply by, suppose say 15. Both denominator and numerator has to be multiplied by the same number. So it will be 30, yes, 30 by 45. So I hope you have understood. Now, question number 2. In question number 2, they have said, find equivalent fraction by division. That means you have to divide. When you multiply, the fraction will become bigger. When you divide, the fraction will become smaller. So when you divide, you have to divide by the same number as you do for multiplication. Question number 2, let me see, number F, 16 by 40. Write the question again, 16 by 40, and they have asked you to divide. So you will divide by the same number. You can divide by 1, don't divide by 1 because you will get the same fraction. So you divide by 2, you divide by 4, you divide by 8, whatever you want. So I am dividing by 4. But remember, the numerator and the denominator has to be divided by the same number. So this will be 4 and this will be 10. You want to show some other number. 16 by 40 divided by 8. So it will be 2 by 5. So I hope you have understood this division process also. Okay. Next, question number 3. They have said find the first 5 equivalent fraction for each. First 5. So how will you do? Let me show you. A. Write the question 3 by 5. So first 5 means first you will multiply by 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if you multiply by 1, it will be same. So you will not multiply by 1. So you will write 3 by 5 into 2. This is your first equivalent. Then 3 by 5 into 3. 3 by 5 into 4. 3 by 5 into 5, 3 by 5 into 6. So now you write the answer. 3 to just 6 by 10, here 9 by 15, here 12 by 20, here 15 by 25, here 18 by 30. So this was your first 5 equivalent fraction. So remember, if you multiply by 1, you will get the same fraction. So we have not multiplied by 1. So you multiply by 2, 3, 4. And again I am telling you, if you are dividing or you are multiplying, you have to multiply or divide by the same number. Okay. Now children, so for today we will keep it till here. In the next class we will continue with 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So for today up to this much. Thank you class.